evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us, and welcome to the show. You're watching Seeing the Unseen with Christopher LaPrath, and my name's Kenan, his son and the producer of the show. I do a quick little introduction for us all here, and then turn it over to Christopher for the evening. So, for anyone who's out there joining us for the very first time, be sure to say something in the chat so I know you're here. The first time, of course, there's no charge for a reading, but going forward after that, it's $10 per time, or you can pay $100 and cover the entire month, which covers 3 shows per week. That's Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday, normally at 6 p.m. Arizona time. So, tonight's title I actually came up with, and I'm pretty proud of it. It's Revify and Recreate with Reverie. Now it's a mouthful. There's a lot of words there, but I've been thinking a lot about words lately, and like reverie, to live with reverie, I think is an important quality, and like even that word, it makes me think of reverence or even a reverend, which is, if you look it up, it's to have deep appreciation for something or respect for something. And what better way to recreate ourselves than with that quality of reverence or deep appreciation for life and just everything around us? I think that's super important anyway. So, that's my 2 cents. Big happy Monday to everyone. Thanks so much again for joining us. And thanks for listening to me. Enjoy the show. Here's Christopher.
Happy Monday. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Kenan. Great introduction. And I always start the show by the incense with my fancy lighter that my sister got me that is perfect for lighting incense. And this incense is for you. And being able to help you clear your field, that whatever uncomfortable energy you're experiencing, that you may learn from it, fully experience it, so then once it's fulfilled, it simply goes away. And that's for that energy to be soon washed away for you to actually get the lesson. So I had to use both lighters tonight because the other one I figured out has to be charged with a connection rather than a battery. So great blessings to you tonight, that whatever uncomfortable energy you're experiencing, may you get the lesson from it, and then for that to move out of your field and for you to move on. Just pretty much like a workout. Like when you go to the gym, you're there for 30 minutes or you're there for an hour. You are working out, you're getting the benefit from it, and it can be hard sometimes, but you know you're going to leave the gym. So that uncomfortable feeling, get the lesson from it, get the workout from it, and then move it on. Great. Which brings us to the group card tonight. This is called the Pleiadian activation. So again, we've talked about the Pleiades. It's called, in astronomy, it's like the 7 sisters, and you can look it up. You can look up the spiritual meaning of the Pleiadians, or the 7 sisters, the stars. But these are some of the closest stars to the Earth. And the Pleiadians, again, are another race that have really dedicated themselves to our spiritual growth. And we find that Kenan coming up with this title, Revive with Reverie. First of all, it's looking at what we're experiencing as mostly what they would call in India as Maya, or illusion. For instance, we live under the illusion that we're solid. We're not solid. We're not solid. Let me give you an example. If you took all 8 billion people and removed all the space between the atoms with all the people, all 8 billion people would fit on a sugar cube. And then we are made up of all types of matter, water, chemicals, some solid, but again, we're mostly all empty space. And if we just took one of us of that 8 billion, it'd be almost impossible to find us on the sugar cube. So when you think about the 8 billion sitting on a sugar cube, that kind of gives you a perspective of the illusion that any of us are really solid. So things are constantly moving and shifting. And this is where you have the ability to bring this revival into your life. Revive with reverie, with reverence, but also when you think about a reverie, you think about a party. This is really fun, even though sometimes it doesn't feel like fun, but it's an opportunity to go, wait a minute, what is this showing me? How actually is the universe constructed? And there's no wrong answer. But what comes down to you helps you grow. That knowledge changes you. As I said before, I have a master's degree and I haven't memorized, I don't have a photographic memory. I haven't memorized all the facts and figures that I learned over those 9 years in going to school, but it was the process of learning. And so this is the benefit. Thank you for being on the show, because you're dedicated to this reverie, to revive and look at things a little bit differently, that even situations that we're in are really not solid. Everything is moving and changing all at the same time. So that's what I love about this card as far as a group card, this message of assurance that no matter what uncomfortable energy that you're experiencing right now, it's going to be washed away. And our experience to be able to see and fully experience the divine. So we may be challenged sometimes by loved ones, by shifts of dynamics in relationships. It may not be a permanent shift, so don't put a permanent shift on it. Just let it be. And can we look at shifting ourselves into this love, absolute love, and healing these old wounds so that we can operate from this higher state of being or higher state of knowing. And that the energies of the past, they no longer govern our present. That's the past. That's the way it used to be. Just like the book I wrote, Trestle Creek, Things the Dead Fear. I was raised on this property in northern Idaho in the woods that had 2 creek beds. One to the south of the house, one to the north of the house. And the creek had separated about a mile upstream, so it formed then 2 streams, and then there was a lake. They would pour into the lake. Well, I went back 50 years later, and the stream beds had changed. So things change. Focus on reviving with reverie so that there's joy for you. Okay, Lindsay and Austin, first on. This is the message here, Lindsay, is the oneness card. So anywhere where you've learned to believe that you're separate, can you come back to the oneness now? And this is what's happening. It's not for you, it's not anything that you need to do, but it's a matter of just being conscious of coming back into yourself. And this is the universal card. So the universe is like Amazon. Okay? You go through and you order on Amazon what it is you want, and then it's delivered that day or the next day, and you get what you ordered. This is about taking a look at, okay, how and why am I creating this? And that it's not necessarily, Amazon just doesn't deliver packages randomly, and you end up with 20 cans of sardines. You would have had to order those 20 cans of sardines. I'm just using this illustration. This is having you look at your ability to look at, okay, I want to revive, change my life up, and it's going to happen because you're connected. I said to this guy one time during a reading, I said, well, you can really have anything you want. I'm seeing here with this card that your dad is really extremely wealthy, very, very wealthy, one of the wealthiest men, one of the wealthiest persons ever. And he got really angry. He's like, my dad's not wealthy. We were very poor growing up. And I went, oh, no. I'm not talking about that, Father. This is that oneness with the universe. And it's giving us ability to choose what experiences we want. So this is like looking at your experiences and going, okay, now what else can I choose? Okay, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this set of pans. I want to order a new set of cookware. You look on Amazon, order a new set of cookware, boom. It's there within a couple of days. What is it every one of us on the show wants? Change it up. Order it from Amazon. Order it from the universe. It's a beautiful card. It's getting what it is that you want, but then taking a look at, okay, what is it that I want now? And what decisions, or where am I at right now that was based on old decisions? That's what that group card was about, is just washing away the past. Okay, Austin. Okay, first of all, Austin, I'd recommend getting some night lights. There's a really great, I just was seeing, actually today it popped up on my feed about this nightlight that's a moon. And you actually can program it to make it look like any planet. It's really cool, and it's magnetic, so it kind of floats. Also get some sage and clean your house. When you light the sage is an ancient, like very ancient Native American, for one, custom where the burning of the sage, you can look this up, you can Google it, and you can order it on Amazon. You can order it.
You literally just asked that. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Can you get that on Amazon? Yeah, you can get that on Amazon. You can order sage on Amazon. That's where I get mine. Um, and when you burn the sage, it will help get rid of the lower based frequencies. So we are very careful about who we let into our house or into our space, not because we don't love that person, we don't love what's on them. Because sometimes people can leave residue. And that's why you're needing to clean your place. And then I'm going to tell you to put salt at your front door, salt at your back door. And I know you live up where it's cold, so people don't look at you strangely that you're putting salt out in front of your front door or your back door. In Arizona, it's a little bit different. If I've seen neighbors seen me pour salt at my front door, and it's 110 degrees, I don't have to explain to them. But this is where the nightlight you can call me if you want a deeper explanation why I'm saying this, but also the sage will help clean your house. Because we're all mostly, if 8 billion people, if you took away all that empty space, Austin, we're 99.9999999% empty space. So there are frequencies, there are vibrations, and thoughts are things. This is you clearing out your space, clearing out that space between the atoms. Sage will help you do that. So I really encourage everybody to order from Amazon their sage. Okay? All right.
Austin also is it sponsored show? Maybe Amazon. I don't know what that means.
Is this a sponsored show? Maybe Amazon? No. 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 Although I wouldn't be opposed to it. But I was using that as an illustration only. You're funny. Okay. All right, my dear Sonia. Sonia, let go, let go, let go, let go. And I've told this story on the show before that when my mom passed, I was holding her hand and I realized that she was letting go of her family, her friends, her money, her house, her pets, everything. She was letting go. So I realized that the challenges that sometimes we face, it's an opportunity to let go, because we're going to have to let go of them anyway, eventually, where every one of us are going to have to, at one time, and I'm not saying soon, Sonia, I'm not saying soon, but this is the letting go. Be free of forcing something to happen. You're riding a horse, let's say, and the horse will not go a certain way, and you're trying to force the horse, but there's a snake there you can't see, but the horse can sense, or there's a mountain lion, or a bear, or something. The horse can sense it, you cannot. So be free of forcing the horse. Be free of forcing anything or anyone. Just allow it. Go, wow, this is really, really interesting. Really interesting. Like, Saturday I went to go get my taxes done at H&R Block. And I've been there for many years now. And for some reason, the computer system went kind of crazy, and I paid to have my taxes done, and I thought they were submitted, but I never got a notice. So when I called him today, he goes, "Yeah, you should have gotten at least a notice that, it was submitted." He goes, "I'll take care of it." Nope, didn't hear anything. So I'm going to call him tomorrow. I could have gotten really upset about that, or really like, no, there's a reason for it. I don't know, or I can't see the reason now, but there's a reason for it. Let it unfold. Sometimes you got to let the horse go where the horse wants to go or needs to go. And that horse is the universe for you. But this is the transmutation. This is big, big changes coming. Your move. This is a brand new start. So just be open for it. Just be completely open and enjoying every moment. Because that too is going to change. If anyone's over the age of 40 here, we've been through life, we know that life changes. And even you may even know it at 15. Okay? Life always changes. It's that dynamic space that is always moving. And it moves through us and from us and to us. Okay. All right, my dear Marilyn. This is the emotional cup being fulfilled. Emotions are an incredible tool to look at. Oh, wait a minute. What's the message here? Where did this emotion come from? Do I really need this emotion? Is it even my emotion? So, there are people out there, Marilyn, that work crossword puzzles every day. And it challenges them, right? They really enjoy it. This is an opportunity to look at emotions and going, okay, where is this coming from? Can I move this energy out of my field if it's an emotion that is not pleasant? And then know you deserve this rainbow, this joy, this crystal blue cup. I'm not going to give anything away here, but because I don't really talk about private readings. But Marilyn gifted her niece, I won't mention her name, a private reading that I did this weekend. And one of the first things I always tell new people that do a private reading is, this may not make any sense to you. This may make no sense to you at all. And for sure, one thing I did, I was like, this makes no sense to me at all, but here it is. Your mom, the woman I was reading for, the mother was talking about a pink bunny. I said, she goes, pink, no, I can't think of anything. I said, just write it down. Give it a few days. So this morning, I get this picture of Ralphie from Christmas Story, dressed as a pink bunny. And she sent this message with it, and she was laughing. She goes, this was the pink bunny. This was my mom. And so she explained to me, my mom would always laugh and tease me that I looked like Ralphie, especially in that pink bunny outfit. Because I actually texted her, I said, Kim, is that you with glasses? That's what I texted her. I went, is that you with glasses? She's like, no, that's Ralphie from A Christmas Story. And So here's all this empty space. So just because I can't even tell you if we condensed our own bodies just individually into the atoms, it wouldn't even it would be minuscule, absolutely minuscule. So as I've already said, that's already empty space. Well, where does that space go? Right? Where that consciousness that embodies the body. That was definitely a direct message from her mom, who is, we call it on the other side, but that's really kind of a misnomer. It's like they're right here, because they're really everywhere. Anyway, so this is you, more joy, more understanding, and then noticing when you get upset. Okay, Marilyn? Hey, my dear Molly. Thank you for being here. This is willpower. This is the chariot. So the chariot is about moving you forward. So I'll give you an example. We're going to LA in February for this Conscious Life Expo. But if we get to like Palm Springs, just go, hey, we really like kind of Palm Springs. It's kind of a nice place to hang out. You can ride the tram up into the mountains, and it's not LA. So we get back in the car and we finish our trip. This year is about you wrapping up any unfinished trips or any unfinishing. It's like things coming to a destination, things coming to a completion, wrapping up all the old emotions, having the universal two guys in a truck show up and take it away. Or have Salvation Army come and pick it up. It's gone. You don't even think about it again. It's gone. It's like on the way to California, here from Phoenix to California, there's this place called Hadley's Fruit, and it's it's kind of a farmer's market, but they really specialize in dates and kind of really cool food. And it's really fun to spend. You could spend probably hours in there. I don't know. But not getting distracted by dates or figs or whatever they are, and moving on. This is you moving on with your life, moving forward, and having that willpower to do it. Just do it. Just move. But it's also, I get like you're actually wanting to move. And think bigger. Think bigger. Universe, give this to me now. If you're looking at a bigger house, if you're looking at a bigger place, bigger. Think bigger. Give this to me now. Anywhere where you've been thinking small, flush that one. Okay, my dear Edna. It's called the Eight of Swords. 8 is prosperity. 8 is fulfillment. So in Harry Potter, you just get one wand, right? What was the name of that wand store? Anyway, Anyway, all the kids go to this place where they buy one wand, and no, Edna, you get at least 8 wands. This is looking at your abilities. Ollivanders. Thank you. Ollivanders. Thanks, Kenan. Ollivanders was the place where kids in Harry Potter went to go get their wands. And the wands chose them. So people think that they have to pursue their gifts. No, your gifts choose you. All that's needed is just to unwrap them. Just quiet the mind, be aware of them. So, for instance, Marilyn Pitts, when she meditates, we've talked about this on the show, she sees colors. That's why the rainbow card came up the other day for her. She sees colors. Well, if you hear that, then you may think, oh gosh, well, when I meditate, I don't see colors. What's wrong with me? No. You have your own wand, but you actually have many wands. You actually have many capabilities. And these gifts are beginning to find you. Just play with them. Just play with them. Play with these gifts. They're powerful. And in any way, shape, or form that you've compared your gifts or who you are or what you have to anyone else, are you willing to let go of that right now and step into your own gifts? So I don't know if you're thinking about doing a trip. There's Leavenworth, Washington, right? Is where was at last year, where I was hugging the reindeer. They have a reindeer farm there that, guys, it blows your mind. These animals are divine. They're divine. They're deer, like they're reindeer. And they have this reindeer farm. You can go in, you can feed them. They'll eat out of your hand, and you can hug them and love them and squeeze them. Anyway, they're amazing and they're super, super soft. Anyway, and I see you taking this trip, but there's this mountain range that I'm seeing that's important for you. There's a really huge, there's some type of vortex, or is it the Cascade Mountains, Edna? I don't know. Between your place and like Seattle, there's that pass that you go over. But I see you spending some time there this summer. It's kind of important that you do that. Take some days off and spend some time there. Okay. And then we've got Teresa. Hey. Truce. They're showing me Don Quixote, Teresa. Don Quixote, now, I have not read this story for many, 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 many years. In fact, we had to read it in high school. The Man of La Mancha, right? And his vision, I guess his vision was really bad, if I'm remembering this story right. But what they're telling me is he would fight donkeys or straw bales thinking they were dragons. So this is the truce card. There are people around you that make dragons out of straw bales. and it's this drama, or it's like they need validation. And anywhere, anything where people are asking you for validation because of an emptiness in them, or you just kind of going, hey, that's a straw bale. It ain't a dragon. Or just even go, well, good luck with that. Bye-bye. Good luck with that. Bye-bye. There's no fight. There's nothing to fight. There's no point that needs to be made. Because, especially like with a narcissist, they feed off of energy. They feed off of conflict, and they feed off of, you know what I mean? So anytime you interact with them, they're going to come up with a completely opposite, just to annoy or irritate you. And anytime you get annoyed, irritated, they're feeding off of that energy. Their energy field, their 99.999999% of space thrives on that type of negative energy. Just don't be there. Move on. You know, if you get a chance this weekend, one thing that really helps me is to get up on a hill or get up on a mountain where there's an overlook and I can just see, it opens things up. This is things opening up for you, like a bigger vision, a bigger opportunity coming your way. Okay, John K. So this isn't about just knowing you're a lumberjack, John. It's knowing you're a lumberjack and you're okay. Work all night? No.
Sleep all night, work all day.
Sleep all night and work all day. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. This is more strength, more confidence in who you are, what you do, what it is you want. Go for it. Clear the negativity around it. Have more fun. This is the group card tonight. I know I laid it somewhere, but it's revive with reverie. Reverie is reverence, but it's also really having more fun, like really having fun, and especially in your work. Confidence in you, confidence in your health, confidence in your physical health, of spiritual health, mental health, confidence. And then anything that doesn't serve you anymore, even though that you may not even be aware of it, clear it out. Okay. We got Tiff.
Yeah, you got one for Teresa over there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Tiffany,
And then
Abby.
do we have Cat? Do we have Cat in there? Or Cat?
Cat's in there.
Oh, Cat's in there. Okay, Cat. Sorry.
No, Gio's here too. Yeah.
Cat and Geo. Okay, let's do Cat and Geo. Okay, so Cat, we've talked about this before. When people see this card, they kind of freak out. Be free of freaking out. It's not about what it says. I'm going to talk about this, but it is the Death card. Endings. When you go to a game, one of Xavier's games or kids' games, and the bleachers are full or whatever, when the game is done, you leave. You don't sit on the bleachers and wait for the next one. Wrap it up. You're going to be taken care of. Go home, get a good cooked meal, go to bed. There'll be another game. This is, I really get a really strong feeling like with your job, because when you get this death card, then there's always a new beginning. It immediately follows, or a new life, like a new way of living, a new way of being. It's the revive with Reverie. It's the revival. It's the resurrection. But you're needing some time to rest. So, universe, show me how that is possible. Show me how I can do what it is that I want and what I need to do, love to do, and still be extremely well taken care of. This is your time now, but this is cutting off. This is like ending. And it's okay, because with an ending, there's always a new beginning. Because you don't sit there at one of the kids' games going, oh, I wish it had gone on longer. Wish I could sit on this wooden bench for like 3 more hours. Just don't do that. This is endings for you, but it's going to be more better. It's going to be much, much better. But welcome the endings, so then you can welcome the beginnings. And then, Jared, this is the connections. So, remember I said, well, this is months ago, we're talking about you meeting this woman and a businesswoman, and she would help with your connections. This is your, okay, so number 1, connections, social media. Like really moving forward with that. And then connections within the LGBTQ community. There's a huge opportunity there, with connections in being able to be. This is an expansion. This is upgrading your network, like literally, like with your phone, right? Like people have done with their phone or their computer. We pay for with Cox here. That's our internet provider here in Arizona. We pay a premium to get the highest speed. This is higher speed coming through, more connections. And it's just more connections. Put somebody in charge of buying flowers for the office. That you have. It's just important for you to see that color and that feeling of having those flowers there. And it's going to elevate the mood of everybody in the office. Just being able to see them. Yeah, it's really, really good. But your connections are going to grow. And it'll be odd, like how I've heard about you. Like I've had people show up, that have emailed me and go, I'd like a reading. Well, how did you find out about me? Well, on Google. They just Googled psychic and my picture's on there. So that's how they found me. That's what this is like. Your connections growing. But I get like wealthy connections to help you build what it is that you're really wanting to build. Okay. What's that? Tiffany. Okay, Tiff. I love it. I love it. So, was it yesterday or last week? We were talking about Tiffany about the Olympic National Forest, and then she texted me and she goes, "Yeah, I'm going to do a race in the Olympic area up in Washington." I just love that. I love spirit that angels, guides know. They know what's best for you. They know what you're looking forward to. They know what lights you up. And congratulations on the race you just won too, Tiffany. That's huge. That's really huge. All right. So with the failure card, let's say you fail a test. Okay. But you know what? You had the opportunity to take that test. And you'll have the opportunity to take it again. You messed up or said the wrong thing to a friend or a family member. We're all empty space. Revive with Reverie. This is, okay, I learned from that. I got a lesson from that. So was that really a failure? This is like you got to run that race. And it was an incredible race. Right? You posted your picture on Facebook, so I congratulated you on that. I thought it was just awesome. You are a winner in everything you've done. You know, I've worked with you for years. You're a winner when it comes to professionalism. You're a winner as a mother. You're a winner in your races. The fact that you're even running that race is an inspiration. Like, I was inspired by that. And because people can become addicted to failure. It literally releases these endorphins in your system where you can become addicted to it, just like a drug. This is so I want to elaborate on this because this is a really important message for everybody. Sometimes when you spill chocolate on your peanut butter and it creates a Reese's peanut butter cup, that's really good. Okay? But sometimes when you mix Clamato juice with, I don't know, vodka, I don't know what I hate it. Like, I hate Clamato juice. Who thought of going, oh, this is tomato juice? You know what would be really good in this tomato juice is clam juice. What? That's not your bag, baby, as Austin Powers would say. Or the milk starts to go bad and it's still a quart of milk, you still throw it out. You know that. So anytime that you mix something up that doesn't taste good, throw it out. This is the mixed emotions. This is like, whoa. Let's just start all over again. Let's just throw those emotions out and start over. This is the Revive with Reverie. And so any mixed emotions around failure, this is moving out of your field. This is focusing on you as a winner and just as a fantastic person, Tiffany. Really fantastic person. Okay, my dear Marilyn and Abby. They're telling me what this is, but I'm. Um, so, Marilyn, this is the love, joy, and peace. But the greatest of these is love. Hang on. I'm hearing this, but I need a little clarification on it. The greatest of these is love, scripture. Oh, okay, here is it. Here it is. Here it is. Here's what I was like, what is this? So, Marilyn, in 1 Corinthians 13:13, it's in the Bible, Paul wrote, "So now, faith, hope, and love abide, these three. But the greatest of these is love." Faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. I don't know. I want to tell you, Marilyn, there's something with this Myrtle. What's Myrtle's last name?
You're talking about the founder of Unity again? Stand by.
Her name is Myrtle, right, Marilyn? Anyway, I really Myrtle Fillmore. She's talking about the greatest of faith, hope, and love. The greatest of these is love. You have made the right choices. You've chosen the correct path. Faith. You've gone forward in faith, hope, and then this love. Are you so we talked about in your private reading about this new teaching that you're going to be talking about around prosperity, around wealth, and the concept behind that. But I don't know if there's a book that you're reading or you're being guided by this Myrtle Fillmore, like big time, like you have a really strong connection with her. So I don't know if you've been dreaming about her or there's something with that. You're being downloaded. Because I never, very rarely get scriptures downloaded like that with messages. You know, and sometimes it's Buddhist scriptures. It doesn't have to be necessarily from the Bible. But these concepts. So there's this really moving more into love and just really loving yourself. And Abby's a really big help with that. And then Abby, this is your go buy spandex and pom-poms and go into the SUCCESS. That's the way you spell success. Obviously, this card is about success in all different areas. I don't know if you guys have been thinking about like a trip to Cancun. Or if there are Indian ruins even in Florida. I don't know. I don't know. This is like the Mayan or Aztec culture. No, I think it's more Mayan. Anyway, so that represents to me like planning a trip to like just Mexico or doing a cruise to Cancun or Mexico. There's something coming down your pike with that that is would really be a revival for you. Just be really, really fun for you. That's what I see coming for you. Okay?
So, Guru Prasad,
Okay.
their new person on YouTube.
And who's okay, Ellen? Okay. Well, welcome. We have a new person. Welcome to the show.
I want to know how the son Jana, or son Jana, how you pronounce that.
No, we're not going to do that.
Okay.
Okay. So this is so anyway, thank you all very much. Thank you very much for being here. Today's Monday. We'll do this again Wednesday. Love you all very, very much. If you have any questions, call me, text me, and we'll go from there. Okay? Have a great night.